Hi, so today I'm going to show you how exactly you can use Zoho Flow to connect multiple applications, either the Zoho applications or any third-party application which support the Zoho Flow integration. If it does not, then you can still use that using the APIs. But in this video, I will just show you two applications integration. One is Zoho Flow and another one is, one is Zoho CRM and another one is Zoho Desk. Okay, so in this example, we will basically connect our Zoho CRM lead module with the Zoho Desk ticketing system. Okay, so let me give you a quick overview what exactly is the scenario or the use case in this video demonstration. So I'm going to show you my lead module here. This is our lead data, and over here you can see a field lead type. Okay, so in lead type there are multiple options like new service, support, refund request, cancellation. So at what stage I basically want the Zoho Flow to trigger and connect with Zoho Desk to create a support request. So if our sales team or marketing team is selecting lead type as support, then at that time our Zoho CRM will send a notification from the backend to the Zoho Flow to connect to the Zoho Desk and create a ticket. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss in this video, and I'm going to show you step by step what will be the use case for it and how exactly we can set up the flow chart. Set up the flow and send the data from Zoho CRM. Okay, so let's jump into the integration part. So here is our Zoho Flow screen. So I'm going to create one flow here. Okay, so I'm going to select app configuration, and then we have to select which app. So I'm going to select CRM. So it's Zoho CRM. Click on next, and over here our trigger point will be updated module entry. Okay, so we have to select this one and then next. Then we have to select module. So I'm going to select lead and then click on done. Thereafter, another important thing is once we receive the data here, we have to make sure to only trigger the further steps after we confirm that the lead type is support. If the lead type is something else other than support, then we don't have to proceed further. So here we have to click on logic, and we have to get our, first we have to store the variable, or we don't need to set up the variable, we simply have to set up a conditional logic here. So we are dragging decision block here, and then we're going to select a field which is type, lead type. We selected it and it equals support. Done. Okay, so if lead type is equal support, then we have to proceed further. Now we have to search desk. Here's our Zoho Desk. So if its lead type equals support, then we have to create a ticket. Okay, so to generate a ticket, we cannot directly create a ticket. For that purpose, we need a user account. Okay, the user detail, the person who has been assigned to the lead, its data has to be available in Zoho Desk as well. So what we need to do is we need to check if there is already an account available. Okay, so we are going to trigger another logic here. I'm gonna put another logic here, and we are going to check email. Okay, hold on, I need to remove it. I first need to fetch the data Zoho Desk. Okay, we have to fetch the account, or we can simply fetch the contact. Okay, I'm gonna connect Zoho Flow with Zoho Desk. Authorize. Okay, so connection has been done. Now I'm gonna search the Zoho Desk portal using the email address. So the search value would be email from our lead data. Done. Okay, once we get the confirmation if the data is fetched, then if we find that the lead email is matching with any of the contact in the Zoho Desk, then we will proceed further to create a ticket directly instead of creating a new contact. But if it doesn't, then we will first create a contact in Zoho Desk and then create a ticket in Zoho Desk. So this is how it's going to work. So I'm going to evaluate again. I'm going to add another condition here. So the condition would be if email of the lead is equal to fetch contact email. This is, and then done. So if this condition will match, then we will simply create a ticket. And if it doesn't, then we will have to create a contact first. So I'm gonna add create ticket over here. So email would be the same email from the fetch contact. Phone you can ignore for now, and the subject would be if you store something in the subject line in your lead data, you can input that over here, or you can add the manual option. So I'm checking if I have any subject data. Okay, so we have a subject here, so I'm gonna add this one as a subject for the ticket as well. And in the description, we have description data as well in the lead data over here. So we add it like this, and the status would be open. So due date and all these are system defined things which can be applied as per your SLA or configured in your Zoho Desk. Language is normal, it's not required to be added. So let's select other things. So in contact, we have to select use a custom value. And in custom value, we simply have to pass the ID of the contact that we found through the fetch. So we have to go back again to the fetch data, and here we have the contact ID. We simply map it, and let's find out if we need to fill out other details. So we don't have any other details to be filled out. So let's click on done. Okay, so this part is done. Another condition is if the condition doesn't match, then we have to first create a contact. So in that case, we have to select this block and drag it here, and then pass the details which are required. So we have to get the data from our lead details. So our first name over here, last name over here, email, we have the email data, and I don't think we need to fill out any other details. That's it. Click on done. Once it's done, we can simply create a ticket. Okay, create ticket. So I'm going to drag this column or this block again, and this time if you want to pass the email and all, we can pass it from here. Else okay, status would be open, and contact ID would be custom, which is this one, contact ID. That's it. Okay, hold on. Over here. That's it. Done. So it was our overall configuration for the integration of Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk based on certain criteria that we have to evaluate before submitting the data from Zoho CRM to Zoho Desk. So as I already mentioned in my in the same video earlier, like if the data of the lead is support, then we will send the data to uh, Zoho Desk. Okay, so our configuration is complete. Now it's time for the testing. So first thing we have to do is we have to activate our flow. So I'm going to enable it. So it's enabled. Now let's go over here, and I'm gonna reload our CRM, and in other tab I'm gonna open desk.zoho.com. Okay, so our Zoho Desk is created, and over here we have ticket already created. So I'm gonna delete it first of all, so that we don't have any data here, and then I'm going to update a lead type for any existing lead available in our CRM. So let's update this one. It's lead type to support, and save it. And then let's open our flow here. Okay, so it shows failed. Let's see here in the history what was the failed reason. So it basically got failed here. So we have to see the okay, the data is invalid due to validation restrictions, subject missing. Okay, so what was the input data we had? Alright, so our subject was not available there. So that was the reason. And as you know, subject was a mandatory field. So I'm going to fill some subject here. here. I am a test ticket, and in the description I'm going to type something. I'm a test description. All right. So I'm going to change the lead type again to new service. But one more thing I want to show you here. If you see the flow, integration flow, what it basically did, it first checked the first condition, which is basically, let me check. It checked if the lead type is support or not. Then it fetched the data of the contact if any email is already there in the Zoho Desk contacts database. And then it didn't find anything. You see here, nothing was found. That's why when we checked with another if statement, it shows null. Then it went to create a new contact here, whose details are given over here, and you can see the customer contact ID. Okay, this is the ID, and then the last step it was going to do is create ticket, but because the subject was not available, it was failed. But now when I will update the title, I mean the lead type to support again, this time it will not create the contact because contact will already be there. It will simply create the ticket. So let's try it again. I'm going to change it to support, and let's wait for a moment. Okay. Here you can see it created the ticket. Okay, so it ran 3 times. So because of some configuration problems, I think it triggered 3 times. So over here, I'm going to modify it again, and I'm going to add a filter in the filter criteria. Lead type should be support only, equals support. So it will not let the function, it will not run the flow again and again until it matches the exact condition. So I'm going to save it again, and let's wait here, and let's open another lead. Okay, so before we change the type, I'm gonna add a subject, test subject for James. Okay, and description, test ticket for James. Okay, now we are going to make, okay, so we are going to make it support and save it. Now if we reload our flow, it should run once only. You see here, 2 times it filtered and only once it ran. So when it ran, it first fetched the data if there is already a contact, but it found nothing. Then it created the data here, and then it created the ticket. So this time you will see only one ticket. So here we see test subject for James, test ticket for James. So that's how it's going to work. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked, Share it with your friends and other people who are in your connection and interested to learn Zoho Flow, Zoho CRM, and other Zoho products. Thank you. Goodbye.